Hello, welcome to another episode of The Sidebar. I'm your host, Ellis, and welcome to the show. Join me, as always, is my co-host, Max.
I was going to go, Max. Sorry. Can we do that again, please?
No, we can't. All right, and then cut. And joining us this week is my sister once again, Rihanna.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
I'm not drinking today.
Okay.
If that's cool with you guys.
That's
I'm still allowed
absolutely
to
fine.
be on the pod.
Good week at work, Ellis?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was pretty fun.
Anything interesting happen?
I got a tip yesterday.
You got a tip yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it a good tip?
It was a good tip.
It was a good tip.
I got tipped by two people.
Two
Oh,
people.
wow.
On the same tour.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
Were you just like this? Holla, bitches.
But yeah, that was pretty good.
Did you drive on and go to the other stop and stop peasant?
Make it rain.
Make it
Just
rain.
make it rain.
Make it rain with my 20 pounds.
About 20 pounds.
Do you know what? In working in the service industry, in the UK, like in America, if you don't tip,
You're a dick.
you're a scumbag.
You
You're
are.
a scum of the earth. If you don't tip in the UK, it's like, okay. Plus, a lot of places do service charge now.
They
Yeah, a lot of
do.
them
The thing is in America, like servers rely on their tips. They get very, very minimum wage, but it all comes down to the tip. So if you don't tip, you are, as you say, you're a dick. You're a dickhead.
You're a dick.
But yeah.
You're a jerk.
So we have a new logo now. It looks like this. I'm gonna put it in later. But by the time this comes out, it'll be finished.
You should do a little ding, ding.
No, just do like the tourist attraction when they go like. Oh,
But yeah, that's shout out to Tommy Keir.
thank you, Tommy.
Absolute legend. So guys, we start the podcast as always with a question, and that same question is, what pissed you off this week?
What pissed me off?
Just to say, you do work with children.
But I can't say half of the things because of the child protection.
It's okay. It's fine. We're all co-workers here.
What pissed me off?
Should we come back to you?
Yeah,
We'll come back.
I don't know what pissed me off.
For me,
Mhm.
so yesterday I found myself at the supermarket.
Yeah.
Um,
What supermarket?
Not gonna say.
Was it our sponsor of this week?
Shout out to that sponsor.
I'm joking. We don't have any sponsors.
Yeah, sponsor us. That would be great. No, so I was at the till, and there was a woman in front of me. I was already late for work, and she had her basket. She handed it to the woman. It was a full basket.
Yeah.
And the woman started scanning all of it, and I'm like, oh, come on! Like I had change, and the machine wasn't working, so I had to wait and serve an actual person.
Yeah.
With more change, and yeah, I was waiting, and she was just taking ages. It's a massive basket full of stuff, and then just as she's about to finish, the woman goes, oh, I've just forgotten my cat food. I'm just going to go back and get it. And I'm like, oh, bitch, come on. Like, surely you walked across all the aisles. Didn't you remember that you had a cat?
What kind of, was it Tesco's or something?
No, it was a co-op.
Oh.
It was a co-op. So, like, it's a pretty small...
Co-op, our sponsor for this week.
I'm gonna bleep this out. And yeah, no, it was just like fuck, like yeah, I don't know, just pissed me off, to my core.
I hate that.
Also, shout out to people that take trolleys into a self scanner. why you did.
What are you doing?
Yes. You've got a trolley.
You have social anxiety.
It's a small area designed for baskets.
Yeah.
And you're taking a fucking trolley through
Right,
there. Are you mad?
I can do you one better.
Yeah.
It's when people do self-scan for alcohol. And they get really angry with people when they scan through and it's like need to get ID'd and all the people at the tills are working really hard and they're just like, well, is no one gonna get my ID all sorted? It's like, look, mate, you've taken this decision on yourself. Shut up and wait your turn, you dickhead. I just feel like this is therapy, honestly, just getting this all out every week. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh man, have you thought one yet?
Yes. Do you know what? There was a couple of things that happened today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I went to Kingston. I went shopping, haven't been to Kingston in years. So,
Nice place, Kingston.
it's right, it's nice. I liked it. We went to Bentall's. Bentall's is essentially Phoenix.
Okay.
You know Phoenix?
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's owned by the same company.
Right.
So it's just a department store, really.
Yeah.
So I was there and I was buying some Charlotte Tilbury makeup. And I was like, do you know what? Treat myself, get some Charlotte Tilbury. But I'm going to get it colour matched because I'm not spending £70 on some products that are not going to match my face, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
You know.
Otherwise you'll be orange.
I'd be orange.
Yeah. You'll be an emotional
I know
orange.
Wonka's about to come out, but I'm not ready to be part of the Oompa Loompa journey.
What's that? A kid died?
What a sick film. What a sick film.
I just love that in the team. Augustus, stop! You're going to pull in. Shut up, Mama.
I am full of chocolate.
Someone help him.
Oh, he has fallen into the chocolate. Cannot swim.
Augustus Blue.
Very messed up film.
How hard do you think Wonka slave trained those
Jesus.
Oompa to learn all of those dance moves so quickly?
Oh no, trust
Because
me.
all of those names were announced on the news first, and so he was like, right, that kid's name is Augustus Blue. We've got to think of a whole dance routine when we kill him off. And everyone's like, oh, okay.
See, this is the thing, Alice. They did have minimum wage, but you just got in an uproar when they asked for an increase in their minimum wage.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But yes, before we got...
pay you in chocolate. Sorry, no. Sorry, no.
But
I'll take you back to where you came from. I'll put you back in the jungle. Don't try me. Do you know who I fucking am? I'm Willy Wonka, bitch. I'll kill you and your whole family.
I'll put you in my glass elephant.
Timothy Chalamet, take notes.
Oh dear.
So charming. We need to edit this up. But so charming. How badly do you want this or this factory? No. How badly do you want this factory?
It's terrible.
We're editing that out. I'm sorry, we are editing.
What was your actual answer?
So, I was there at Charlotte Tilbury's.
Sorry.
And...
not sorry. Anyway.
And I was getting colour matched by this lovely lady who we were talking about makeup and all that good stuff.
Oh my god.
And then a Karen turns up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow,
Karen turns up.
Trots along.
Are we talking like pro Karen or just like semi Karen?
Oh, she was a pro. She knew exactly what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. So I'm having a nice conversation, and it's not like we're taking our time, we're taking the piss. She's doing her job, and she's going as quickly as she can.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone there is going as quickly as they can. And then Karen turns up, and she goes, "Oh, can nobody see I'm waiting?"
Ooh.
And then the woman who was serving me was like, "I'm so sorry, I'll be with you in just a minute. I'm just going to finish up here. We're just a little bit busy at the moment." She goes, "Well, I've been waiting." She hadn't been fucking waiting because I had been there and I was next in line. She was nowhere near. She turned up and thought, you know what? Ignite my Karen powers. I'm going to be a Karen right now. And yeah, she made this poor girl feel like a piece of shit. And I was going, oh my God. Like, that's not nice. And she was
Did you not step in and be like, you can't talk to her like that?
Well, I said to the girl, I was like, oh my God, how rude. And she was like, oh, I know. We get it so much working in retail. She goes, Sundays are just our busiest days. It's like, it's more busy than a Saturday.
Shout out to people that work in retail.
Shout out to people that
Your
work in
job
retail.
fucking sucks.
It's hard. It's some hard shit.
Yeah.
So she took me through. Bless her, she didn't even have time to really say bye, thank you. I was like, oh, thank you so much. I was going to say have a lovely day. And she'd already gone to go deal with Karen.
Wow.
She went to go and deal with that person. And I was like, fair play, fair play.
Yeah.
I would have sold her the out-of-date shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or put a different, like, the wrong colour, put like a very dark complexion foundation in her bag when she wanted a really light one.
Respect that.
I would have done something, because I'm petty like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So,
yeah, like,
Karens,
man, like, I had another altercation with a Karen earlier,
Yeah.
also in a shop. I was in Tesco.
That's where Karens tend to kick off most,
in
isn't
fucking
it?
shops.
Shops. They linger in packs.
I was literally...
This says 5% off!
Mike, this is club card reductions.
You know there's going to be a Karen in a 99p store, but then when it says £1 on it, that's, when it's like, whoa.
The audacity. But basically, I was going to check out, and there was one person working on the tills, and then another till opened, and within a split second of that till opening, I didn't even have time to move my foot to move to the till. Karen behind me goes, excuse me, that till's open? She's just opened, love. She's just opened. You need to calm down.
Yeah.
You need to calm down. It's a Sunday. I'm buying soup. You know?
Yeah. I respect that.
Love that. It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. There is no need to be like, it's a Sunday. If I want to wait a second before I step to this poor woman who's just opened up another till, I'm going to do that because it's a Sunday.
It is a Sunday.
Sorry, Max. What was your pissed off moment?
So
this week? What pissed you off?
I have two this week. This is my thing. Firstly,
Firstly. Made up a word there.
Oxford Dictionary. I'm coming for you. But yeah, I was working. I had a late lunch on a Thursday, and I went to get a coffee from a certain coffee shop, and as well as that, that's when all the college kids were in there.
Ordering their frappuccinos and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. And I went and got a coffee, and I went and got myself a bacon sandwich as well. And there was this one woman in front of me. She was like young Karen. She was younger than me, and bless her, there was this woman at the till. It was probably her first day on the job.
Oh.
And she was getting a little bit flustered, and this girl was just being so, was like, actually, I ordered this as well. And she was trying to like really, be like try and trick her with the tills. First of all, love, I just want to say this to you. If you ever watch this thing, that's not even your money, okay? That's your parents' money, okay? Get a fucking job and buy your own Starbucks. Secondly, to the lady that served me as well, you did brilliantly. And I kid you not, you're probably going to be a supervisor or a manager at Starbucks. You were amazing. That was the best latte I've had in so long. Anyway, that's one thing. Secondly as well, this is my rant to Disney. Where is this Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer? I have been waiting so long for this.
Yeah.
Honestly, every time I wake up, it's like my morning routine now. I look on YouTube, Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's just the fan-made trailers at the moment.
Yeah.
I know I'm sounding like a Karen, but I've been waiting for this for so long. I'm sorry, but I've been waiting.
Max, don't cry about it. It's okay.
I'm getting really emotional about this, okay? Just stop. I was waiting for it in the Super Bowl trailers. It didn't
I thought it was going to come out.
I thought it was going to come out too, but it didn't. And I'm just like, just for God's sake, just release it. Just stop leaving us waiting. Oh, it's all out there now.
Well.
I'm good.
if you're listening, John Favreau, make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah, it will come out. We'll talk about it when it comes out.
It will come out,
Yeah,
for God's sake.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right then, and that brings us swiftly on to Kanye news.
What was it you were going to call it, actually?
So I'm going to actually shorten it to Yay News, as in like Yay News. But it's Yay News.
It's Yay News.
Can I just say before we go into this,
of
if
course.
I ever bought you like a festival ticket to go and see Kanye, what would you do?
I would lose my shit.
I'm not talking about you. Fucking hell, I'm not made of money.
You'd be excited, right?
Oh yeah,
It's Kanye.
It's Kanye.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Kanye live.
People are like trying to cancel him. Do you know what? He's a man who can't be cancelled.
If Kanye said to you, Ellis, my number one disciple, I want you.
I won't go that far. I won't go that far.
No, mate. If you would, I reckon you would like proper. Actually, I can't really say, to be honest with you.
What are you going to say? That me and Kanye would have intimate relations?
I reckon if Kanye said, I want an intimate relationship with you, you would be like, I will do anything for you, Kanye.
I would not.
I know, I reckon you would get to the point where if Kanye said to you, show me how much you love me, you'd say, I will get a face of you tattooed on my left back cheek. I reckon you would do that.
Would I do that?
Yeah, see, the fact is that you're thinking about it.
Maybe. Probably not.
Say probably not. But yeah.
That probably. Oh, it's strong.
I mean, a few vodkas later.
In terms of Kanye this week, his documentary on Netflix has been, at this point, 2 episodes out of the 3 have come out.
I haven't watched any yet. Have you seen
Haven't watched any of them?
No.
Oh, I've watched both of them.
Is it good?
Yeah, no, it's really
I
good.
need
It's
to
like
see
Did you cry?
Well, no, because I mean, the ending is it's still happening right now. So I know that nothing sad happens to Kanye in the 3rd episode because it's like the last 5 years of his life.
Oh.
Which is just his
mum died.
Yeah, so I think his mum is gonna die in the new episode.
Yeah.
The next episode, but
he goes through divorce.
yeah,
So he has
it's
his big breakdown on, that live. There's a lot of shit happened in Kanye the last 5
lot
years.
of stuff.
Right, so
that's what. So the great thing about this is, it explores Kanye when he isn't the face of hip hop. So it's very much him being very personal to the camera because the camera is the only thing that he's latching himself onto.
right.
If you look at Kanye now, because he is such a focus of attention.
Yeah.
He is hippity hop.
He do be hippity and hopping. And so he's he is so there's always a camera on Kanye now. And so
Are the Kardashian family in it much?
not in the first 2 episodes. They'll probably come into it at the it'll be mentioned in the next one.
Yeah.
But it's like basically the first 15 years of Kanye, maybe a little bit less.
And has he been filming it for that long?
His friend
Yeah, he's been filming it since birth.
He's got a
Can you
friend.
imagine?
Yeah, he's got a friend that films him, and it shows him like before he had his car crash where his jaw broke.
Oh yeah.
And starting
Did you
out.
not know
and
that?
just,
I did not know that.
Yeah,
So
he did a song called "Through the Wire" that he recorded when he
His
had
jaw was wired shut.
yeah.
Did he not do a whole album? Or was it just a song?
No, it was just that one song.
Just a song.
Just a song.
So I've got a little bit of a story to tell you lot. I know someone that works for a certain music video company that did one of his songs.
Really?
And I'll be honest with you, he was very, very difficult to work with. Apparently,
Really?
apparently,
I'm not surprised.
apparently,
honestly.
literally, just call up and then be like, "Yes, Kanye, what do you want?" He's like, "I want a spaceship." It's like, what? He's like, "I want a spaceship in my music video." Okay, we can do that. It's like, now, I want it now. Right? Yeah.
With ice cream inside.
And a unicorn.
But you just go like, bloody hell, I mean, can I not wait till the morning? Now? Right,
Now it's not the time.
now?
It's 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m. I just want to sleep. But yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Wow, I can imagine him being a bit of a diva, but when you have he's such a visionary kind of guy. He knows what he wants.
Yeah, he wanted to
He wants his motherfucking spaceship. You know, and he's not gonna rest until he's got his fucking spaceship.
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
But yeah, him and that girl broke up. What was her name?
Is it Julia Fox?
Fox. That's it.
So the only thing that I've seen of her this week
Is it that video? The
it's
interview?
it's
Well,
that clip where
someone's
someone's like, "Who were you amused to?"
No, he was like, "Would you say that you were? What's that guy's name?
Is it to do with
It's Josh
uncut?
Safdie.
That's it.
Please tell me this isn't the uncut jar.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it was Josh
Oh,
Safdie's
I was Josh
Uncut
Safdie's
Jams.
muse in
This is
Uncut
uncut
Jams.
jars.
Uncut Jams.
Uncut Jams.
They have ruined. Honestly, every time that I see that on Netflix, all I can see is uncut jar.
Uncut Jams.
Is a muse.
I mean, I was Josh Safdie's muse when he wrote Uncut Gems.
Right.
What the fuck is a jam? Uncut jam.
It's not just any jam. It's an Uncut Jam.
Like, she's such a melon.
And Kanye dated her for like.
I don't know if it was legit though.
Sure.
I think we spoke about this in the first pod.
Do you reckon he
I
showed her his uncut jar?
This is my Uncut Jam.
This is an uncut jam. Do you not? Do you not like it?
Do you know?
No, bitch.
Do you
Where's
reckon?
my spaceship?
Do you reckon while they were getting? Do you reckon when they did that song "Diamonds Are Forever" that he did back in the day? Do you reckon when they were getting intimate?
Spit it out, Max.
When they were getting intimate, they literally started playing in the background. Yeah, uncut jar.
Uncut jam.
Oh god.
Oh.
It must be so annoying to listen to all day. It's like that tone. Where's I don't know.
She
He
is.
says
Do
a
you
very
know-
like American sentences, and you go. You know what I'm talking about?
It's the. Are we going to the store?
What do you reckon?
Do you want whipped cream with that?
Oh, I enjoy our conversation.
Oh, I can't deal. But I did notice something very strange about this girl. In most of the pictures of her and Kanye, she's wearing the same Balenciaga outfit. It's the same outfit that she wore on repeat so many times. And it's a leather top that's cut here, and I think it's long sleeved, and then she's got very low cut leather pants on, like leather leggings, jeans, whatever.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it's Balenciaga, which I thought was quite interesting, because obviously Kim Kardashian is now the face of Balenciaga.
I did not know that.
You didn't know?
I heard recently that she has moved to Prada.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure I read that this week. I might be wrong, but I'm sure I did read it this week.
What
And
a
because I
top.
remember going, oh wow, that's interesting. Next.
So yeah, you're saying Kim Kardashian's now moved to what? Sorry.
Prada.
What a time to be alive.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I do feel
yeah,
like I saw
don't-
something on her Instagram where she was posting like some Prada shoes, some Prada loafers or something.
It could have been for that. I don't know.
Could have been, but I do feel like, because at the Met,
The
There-
Met Gala.
yes, and she turned up wearing that full black outfit.
Yeah.
Which-
Could have been anyone.
It could have been anyone, but it was definitely Kim Kardashian. Might
How
I add,
did you notice?
you can tell that ass from a mile away. You can just see she's like,
Were you just like, yeah,
that's
you
Kim.
like with a dog, you go, is it a boy or a girl? Yeah, it's a Kim. Is it Kim Kardashian? Yeah, it's Kim.
It's Kim. But basically, first of all, she had a glam team for that.
Right.
A glam team. Her whole fucking face was covered, and she would have sat in a chair and had Chris.
Jenna?
No, Mario, like as
And
in
Luigi?
makeup. Yes, Mario and Luigi.
Mario and Luigi with Kim K.
Yeah, I bet
She
they were.
had
Like, bet they were like, Mamma Mia.
I heard that.
her makeup artist Mario, who she fucking tagged in all the pictures with like laughy cry face.
Right.
Anyway, the person stood next to her. Everyone was like, "That's Kanye. That's Kanye." It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was the creative director of Balenciaga. Because I don't know that Kanye was invited.
No. Well, it was.
It was
I'm sure
in
the
height of all
Kardashians are
drama.
very sort of heavily involved. Like they're probably on the chairboard.
Nah.
No?
It's owned by the Met Gala is run by Anna Wintour.
Is it?
Anna Wintour, the head person for Vogue.
CEO?
Yeah. CEO of Vogue.
Wow. That's pretty cool. I've seen that Kanye's been dating Kim K lookalikes.
Yes,
Have
I
you been
have
seeing
seen that. I have seen that.
I've seen that too.
You've seen that as well?
Yeah.
I mean, how weird is that? Like,
That's a bit weird.
Why is he doing it?
Probably because
Is it a publicity
can you get
stunt?
much better than a Kim K?
Yes.
You can. Well, of course you can.
Yes.
But
No,
how
no,
can
look
you
around.
go
Look at me. Look at me.
from
Yes, you can.
do you know what, Max? You're making every girl out there feel a million times better than.
Honestly, one thing I can say to you is I came home one evening from a really drunk night out, and there was nothing on TV, and then everyone was like, "Let's watch an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians." Like,
Who were you with?
I was with my primary school lot, and literally.
What the fuck?
Yeah, literally.
What a strange
And-
thing to
and they were
do.
just
Are we
like-
having a sleepover?
Yeah, it's called a stay away over.
Is this a slumber party?
Yeah, no, we came.
If everyone bought jammies.
I came back from a night and literally that was on, so we put that on. You know when you're just like, oh, should we watch Step Brothers? No, we've watched that so many times. Let's just put this on.
Yeah.
And the whole episode, and this is just the moment, it's like, how can people watch it? It was like, oh my god, Scott's involved in fraud. And I'm literally like, what? Maybe he's involved in fraud. Maybe he's not. I think Scott's involved in fraud. Turns out he wasn't involved in fraud.
He wasn't, or he was?
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
Wow.
And I was like,
You were like,
Wow.
I was like, this is half an hour of my life. I could have been watching bloody Will Ferrell put in this pool sack.
I'm a drunk kid.
It's not Will Ferrell. Who was it again? I completely
No,
forgot.
it is Will Ferrell.
Was it Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
It was Will Ferrell. He's like, did you touch my drums? I could have been watching that, but no, I was watching. I'm
Do you
like,
know I saw a feed of like somebody's Tinder profile, and they'd match with someone, and that whole dialogue of "Did you touch my drumstick?" That was the whole conversation, like the first initial conversation of.
Was it
someone matching
one-sided
Tinder.
or was it two-sided?
They were both doing it. They were
Oh,
both playing
wow.
both parts. I read that and I was like, I would marry this guy.
Yeah.
If that were me, I'd marry him.
love that.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
a pretty good connection.
I mean, just to, because a lot of people would reply and be like, "What?
Yeah.
But I
Hey.
got that reference. Respect
Did
that.
you touch my drumstick?"
But yeah. Are we up to date with the Kanye news then?
That's yay.
That's yay.
That is yay.
Yay and nay.
Nay.
And that brings us to our topic of the week. And this week we thought we'd go a little bit intimate, a little bit personal.
Yeah.
Perhaps, not stories on ourselves, but other people. Remember to not say any names, although I can try and beat them out, so don't worry. If you can't.
Please.
But,
Please. No, Ellis, look at me. Please bleep them out.
we're talking embarrassing stories from adolescence.
From puberty.
Puberty embarrassing stories. And who wants to go first?
I'll go
Does
first.
anyone have Max? You have one ready to go?
I do have one ready to go. I think we can all admit as men, like, we just used to get sometimes the most
I'm not a man.
Yeah.
Just for
Rihanna,
People start assuming I'm not a man.
Rihanna, can I just say this to you now? You don't understand the hardship of this when growing up.
Quite literally.
No, you don't. You don't. We just every now and then just get the most unnecessary boner that would just come up in the middle of like a lesson, and you're just like, for fuck's sake! And it's like, right, you can leave now. And it's like, I can't leave. I've got a little.
Oh, is it put in your handbag with the front and you hold that little sad little handle?
No, you don't do that. This
it's
is where
gonna
you're
be a hand in the trousers.
in the trousers, yeah. But that's the thing, was it?
Shield it from the public.
Yeah, it's what they
It's
call.
just my hand, bro.
Yeah.
It's just my hand.
It's what I like to call the shield wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. That. I mean, it was just. I remember I was just in the middle of the French, and I could just see my old French teacher. I could see what kind of underwear she was wearing.
Oh yeah.
And my boner would not go down for 2 hours.
2 hours.
It was so bad.
The lessons are only an hour.
I know, but I couldn't
Get it out of your head.
I couldn't get it out of my head.
Can you imagine if it was at the end of the episode, end of the lesson, and then he's just got a boner for 2 hours, just walking around the school.
Look,
This is what happened, right?
Put it this way, I was the master when it came to like the whole pocket boner situation.
Wow. So this happened quite frequently, Max.
This did. Oh, fuck off, Rihanna. This happened to you. This happened to every boy out there.
It is a regular occurrence.
Yeah.
Because you've got so many hormones.
What did you go through when you? Yeah. Okay. What did you go? You didn't have to go through. I didn't have to go through.
Are you joking?
I know, but I'm.
Are you joking?
This is the
This is the debate of the week.
This is the booze talking.
You've got PE, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The dreaded. It's swimming this week, girls.
Oh.
Your body has started to grow hair. You've started to menstruate. You're in front of a load of boys. In
Shout out the boys.
in my secondary school, I was one of 7 girls, meaning there was only 3 of us and like 20, 25 boys in my PE class.
Oof.
So I had to go there and they go, swimming. It was that time of the month.
Oh.
I can't swim today, miss. Why? No, I don't know. Can you say a bit louder?
Go on, say it.
Yeah,
Just
say
say
I
it.
want to hear you say it.
I want to say it
Right here.
right. No,
right in my
say
ear.
it to the whole class.
Yeah. Come with me, young lady. You're going to say it in front of the headmaster.
Oh.
Yeah, say to your fellow classmates why you can't do PE today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you have to say, and then you're getting into these skimpy little.
Camera, stop recording.
Oh, maybe that's what that film is about. Look at
Hey, you want to see my Uncle Jam?
I'll send you a copy of my Uncle Jam.
Hello, welcome back. We were
Talking about
PE.
PE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were
Yeah. So you may have had your boners, but we had.
And he certainly did.
Without
let me
a
remind
doubt.
you.
yeah.
But us girls, we had that. Or going and doing PE with fucking period cramps. Or then those girls who felt too insecure about their skin, so they put makeup on and then you had to go swimming.
That is bad.
That's rough. I can name a couple of people in your year who may have had this problem,
Yeah.
Girls in my year had this problem.
Nah, that is rough, to be fair.
Yeah.
But
So just because you had a few weird little boners about your French teacher.
look, it was just the fact I could see her underwear. That's it. That's all that happened. But yeah.
I've got an embarrassing story for you.
Is this the one that I...
This is
Oh,
well.
Do you want to expose yourself this?
So I'm gonna do a section of it. So for context, it was a little prelude, right? Little prelog, whatever. It was my mum's friend's birthday, and I was like, I want to take out the cake. Okay. Now I lit the candle and I took it out, and as I was walking along, the candle is burning and it's releasing soot, which is just carbon monoxide. And I'm like, happy birthday to you. So that's fine. It tastes really disgusting, really sort of, I don't know, like just like poison. Tasting like,
I mean,
like,
it tech cup looks like
it is
basically
poison. It is
isn't
poison.
it?
And it was really disgusting. And I had this feeling just in my stomach for pretty much a couple of weeks. I was really ill, really, really ill. And I put on a brave face, went to school every morning. Might shit myself today, but I don't know. But we'll find out. And so I
does
went.
Max know this
I
story?
don't know this story. Please.
So I'm going to introduce a new person, a new character in the story. Let's say, his name is. And I'm gonna bleep that out. His name is that. And so we were in French class again, with our French teacher, and I felt such an intense cramp in my stomach, and I was like, sweet baby Jesus, I think something's gonna happen. Like it's building up. It feels like there's a knot in my intestine, and it's just getting caught. And I didn't know which direction it was gonna go, essentially. So, I'm clutching. She's talking French at me. I'm just like, yeah,
Oui.
bibliothèque, yes. And then like I'm like, okay. I think I need a fart, maybe a poo. I think I just need to do a fart. Okay, it's coming. I'm feeling it. I go. No noise, right? It burns on the way out. Never a good sign. It's never a good sign.
You know those are the good ones when they burn.
Yeah, and I was like, I've got away with it. I'm on the back row of our French class, right? I'm at like a single sort of square table, and there's like there's girls next to me. The rest of the class again in front of me. I think TG at the side, and I was like, I think I've got away with it. And then the girls went, oh God! Like it offended them. Like it was like burning their insides with the smell.
Oh God, I remember this so well.
Were you in my class? Were you in that class?
I was in that class. It was so bad.
And so anyway, the girls get so like it's spreading, right? And it's not slowing down in terms of its toxicity. And the girls are, they're like, that's so gross, miss, I'm going to go throw up or something like that. So they all leave, they physically leave the room.
Wow.
All three of the girls. And I'm like, if anyone clocks on that it's me, I'm going to be a social pariah. We have a small population with our school.
Yeah.
And word travels very quickly. I do not want to be known as the boy that shit himself.
And so you basically
and so I was like, I can't let anyone know that I did this. I can't. So who do I see in my sights? I see the new boy. And I'm like,
Alice, that's so mean.
Is that you? Was that you that did that? He was like, no. And I was like, I think it is you. No, he was like, no. I was like, I think it is you. And yeah, it was me. It was me. That's my personal confession.
Wow.
If you're in my class and you smell that smell,
Honestly,
I apologise now. I did a bad thing by blaming it on someone else.
And you also blamed it on the kid that shat themselves.
But yeah, it did work in my favour a little bit because he did go on and shit himself at the school. So it wasn't that, it wasn't that out of character, let's just say.
Oh dear.
And yeah, that's my embarrassing story. Anyone else?
I've got a couple, but do I say?
I mean, bro, I've just let out.
Are they about you, Max?
In both ways.
So, the first time someone says to you in what was it, year 7, like, have you ever heard of this thing called wanking? Like, no, what is it? Anyway, what happened was, my parents went out on a dog walk with my previous dog, Hutch.
Oh my god, it's like fucking not Will. Jay from The In-Betweeners.
Anyway,
Quiet minute to myself, I'm gonna get the ham out and fucking goggles.
I had a good 40. I wish I had goggles. I had a good solid 40 minutes to myself. So I was like, let's try this thing that everyone's been going about called wanking. Anyway, 2 minutes later, I was like, this feels quite good. I looked down.
Oh! Did you just fart?
That was my phone. What's this?
Right to your eye.
It went right into my eye. I bet none of you can beat that.
Oh man.
Beat that, losers.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, yeah,
I
that
think
was quite something.
that was, and you know what?
Did you have to apply ointment? Or...
Maybe. I've just got out and I'm just like, why is my eye red?
You don't give yourself pink eye by doing that.
Maybe.
I mean, he did.
It went red.
Yeah. And the thing was, I thought I'd go away with it. And then I came home and my parents were like,
Are you okay, Max?
are you okay?
Max, what's going on with your eye?
It was like, oh, I don't know, I'm really itchy eye. I think I got away with it, but I think my dad just kind of looked at me. He knew. He just knew. He knew.
How can you see a red eye and think my son's definitely just
Because-
wanked for the first time and spunked in his eye?
Because I was really like, oh, I don't know, I'm not really like, I just have a really itchy eye. This is when my voice didn't break. It's just to let you all know, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's my embarrassing story. I feel like I've let it all out there now.
Yeah.
That's
Do you feel
probably-
better?
No, it's now there for the whole internet to see.
First time you wanked, just spunked in your eye.
Oh, did you?
Do you know what? I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who probably had the same
You
sort
probably
of
had the
thing happen.
sensation and go, what's happening?
It was like a sort of, it was kind of a,
Oh dear.
and just the old,
Oh. No, thank you.
yeah, and it was yellow.
Oh, God.
Yellow! That's not healthy, Max.
Yeah, like
You should
5
drink more
Mackies
water.
a day.
Yeah, that's my story.
Wow.
Can you think of any other embarrassing stories?
I can think of someone. It goes back to swimming.
Swimming.
Swimming? Yeah, go on, say that, and then I'll see if I can think of another one.
Basically, there was this kid in our year, and this would have happened to anyone. That we were just about going to the swimming pool, and I think it was the hottest girl in the year. Was in front of this certain person. She bent down to do a dive, and literally, ba-ding!
That person that you might think it is, it's that person.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Is it?
We'll just call him Mark.
What?
Who?
Mike or Mark?
Mark. We'll call him Mark. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mark, he was quite well renowned for getting sudden erections,
Sudden bedoy.
sudden bedoings, you might
What
say.
about-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember? Can you get out of the pool,
Oh,
please?
no, he's called Mark.
No. Yeah.
Say that
Oh
again.
yes. Yeah. Sorry. Mark, can you get out of the pool, please? Is that no? No, I'm not.
Yeah, he was like, I don't want to. I have a.
There's no hiding it.
See.
Not with Mark.
No,
No,
not with
Mark.
not with Mark.
Not with.
Did he get out the pool?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He
you
did.
see?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, it wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't getting away with that one.
Oh, it really
That's
was.
terrible.
Do you know what? If it was us now, we should just be like, yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm joking.
Remind me never go to a pool with you.
Just do that again.
Won't catch
one
me
more
at the
time.
Abercrombie.
Honestly.
If you get a stiffy while at the local baths, you're really going to go up to some girls, some poor
No, I'm
girls.
not gonna. I'm not actually gonna do that. I'm not gonna do. No, if I was him, that's I would have just got. I've just done the Superman part.
And they would have looked at you like, "Aw, is your day release?"
You little child.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh God. Go on. Have you got a more embarrassing story than that?
I actually have a pretty embarrassing one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was on holiday
Oh no.
with my
Stop shaking
ex-boyfriend.
that around. The mic is gonna pick it up.
Do you need a wee yet?
Oh, that's good. What? That's what good pussy sounds like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was on holiday with my ex-boyfriend. We went to Norfolk. I feel like it was Norfolk.
Okay.
Day one of getting there, go to sleep, wake up the next morning. My period is there with a vengeance.
Oh.
Yeah. So I go downstairs and luckily the bed sheets already kind of stank, so we were going to put the bed sheets in the wash anyway, so it wasn't out of the ordinary. So I go down and I say, I'm going to just put a wash on. And she goes, oh, don't worry, love, I'll do it. And I was like, no, it's really no need. I've got it. She goes, no, it's fine. And I was like, no, I've got it. Please. I like the wash a certain way. So I put them in. Everything's fine. Comes out nice and clean. Put the bed on. Fine. The next day, same thing happens again.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
I don't have an alibi to wash my sheets. And it's fine, but she's not like a girl. She didn't have daughters. She didn't really get that like girly stuff. I wouldn't go and tell her and be like, I'm on my period, love. I wouldn't do it.
I'm sorry, I've got a scene in a movie just right now. Hello, 911. Yeah, my girlfriend's bleeding from her vagina. Why are you laughing at me?
What film was that from?
Movie 43. Oh god.
Oh dear.
I just got that.
Oh dear. But so yeah, I had to go and put them on again. It was fine, stripped the bed. Luckily it didn't go onto the mattress, thank God. Put them in, and then I go away, and I didn't put it on yet because I was looking for powder or something. She comes back and she goes, oh, I've just got some stuff to chuck in. And I was like, and she was in front of the washing machine with the thing open, and I was like, and I could see out the corner of my eye, she's like, are you washing your sheets again? And she gets them out and she looks at them like that, and I'm like,
Oh.
fuck. She just folds up, puts them in, never spoke of it again.
Wow.
Never spoke of it again.
Wow, that's very nice of her.
But the thing is, right, she probably had them as well. Why make it like a, I don't know, it's just, she wasn't that kind of girly girl to be able to go to and be like, oh, period, you've got any tampons, got any chocolate,
Yeah.
It was a weird vibe, but thank God she didn't say anything. She probably told her husband, but fuck it.
I'm
Ellis,
glad he knows.
I'm glad.
Ellis, have you got anything better than that?
I have...
Don't even cover it up here. We've had wanking. We've had wanking into people's eyes. We've had someone bleed on the sheets. Come on, you've got to have something good.
There are a few stories that went on within our secondary school that arguably should be left behind.
Please continue.
Should I do?
Yes. Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Should I do?
Yeah.
I don't know if I even know this story.
You don't know
I
this.
don't think so.
Oh my.
Oh wait, he played the trumpet, right?
No,
No,
he
not him.
really
Not
did.
So this is a story about a person who, by the way, seems to have just disappeared.
He has
Genuinely, he seems to have just disappeared.
We're gonna beat this out.
Yeah. I feel like I saw him.
I feel like I saw him too. But anyway, we're digressing. This is another episode for another podcast.
Okay, so there was a guy in our secondary school. We're gonna also call him Mark. Okay, we're gonna
No.
Different name.
No.
different name.
Barry.
Barry.
Yeah, we're kidding.
Oh,
Or William.
yeah, let's go with William.
Let's go with
right?
William.
Okay, so
Not Will. Not Willie.
So
William.
there was a guy in our year called William. He was a big lad. It's safe to say. And you know, he was this kind of guy. William was this kind of guy who, you know, he wanted to, you know, he would do whatever it takes to be, you know, to have everyone's attention, and he'll do whatever it takes to make everyone laugh. Now, before we would go off and get changed for while we were getting changed for rugby or football or whatever season it was, I think it was probably summer, so football.
Yeah.
Cricket.
Actually,
No.
no. I think
Summertime you play cricket.
summertime he did play cricket. Yeah, that's right. So maybe it was springtime, because he what he did was a recurring thing that he did, but he did it over a span of months.
Oh.
Or maybe weeks. I'm not too sure. So there was this other boy, right?
I might have to go away in a second.
There was this other boy. Okay, we're gonna call him. What should we call him?
David.
David. Okay, so we got William and we've got David.
Who is
Okay,
David?
so Dylan Mente. Okay, so there was this boy called David, and he was a very normal kid. Had glasses. You know, people likened him to the Milky Bar Kid. And so, you know, that's kind of what his nickname was around school. It was kind of the Milky Bar Kid, which he accepted. He didn't mind it. But anyway, so David played the trumpet. Okay, he was really intrigued by it, and he wanted to start picking it up, and he wanted to start playing it. So he was doing trumpet lessons, and because we were in a schoolhouse that was, you know, away from the actual school, so we had to keep all of our bags and stuff there. So David would keep his trumpet there, essentially. And was it Mark? What was the first guy's name?
God, I forgot.
William.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was it.
So William, he had a tendency to get egged on in the changing room, so much so that, you know, people would steal his like towel and like his shorts and stuff, and like he would just get his dick out, like, and you know, we're all like 11, 12 years old, and we're like, why has he just got his dick out? Just fucking like.
That's weird.
It is weird.
That's weird.
But he was a weird dude. He was happy with everyone seeing it. He would just get it out, and it was like weirdly kind of big. And
Well,
I'm
he
like,
was a big guy.
he was a big guy. He was a big guy, but I think that's probably why he kept getting it out. And like, I
Yeah.
remember him going into the changing room with the year aboves, and still with his dick out. And then I remember coming through and literally had his arm around him, and he was like, "This motherfucker has got a bigger dick than all of you."
Wow.
So
You need to
he-
just get a new name for him.
for William. Oh, okay, so it's okay. I'll just
bleep
I'll
it.
leave that one. So we've got William and we've got David. Okay, so David's trumpet is just lying there one day, and William gets dared to. William is searching the room for stuff.
Does he put
Okay,
his dick in the
so
trumpet?
he finds David's trumpet, and he opens it up, and he's like, "It's a trumpet." So he picks up the trumpet, and he's like, "How can I do the absolute worst thing possible to this trumpet?" While being egged on by the cool group, and so he gets dared to put his dick in the trumpet, and then he does it. He does this a few times. So I'm just gonna list a bunch of things that he did. But this was, it wasn't necessarily all on the same day. It was over a span of a couple of weeks, right? So he, in total, right, he farted into the actual mouth, the end of the trumpet. He farted into it so that when he played the trumpet, the first thing that would come out would be his fart.
Do you know about the anatomy of a trumpet?
I don't know.
So a trumpet has a thing called a spit valve.
Well, yes. So
it gets better.
Yeah. So he farted into the end of a trumpet, right? He puts his dick into the mouthpiece, right? And we're all like, please don't do this because he has to play this. Like it's. But you can't stop a madman when he's impressing the cool group, right? No one's gonna listen to you.
No.
And so he does that a few times. He at some point did a wee inside it.
Oh my god.
No, it gets better.
And
no.
at some point as well, he figured out that the mouthpiece could come off. And what did he do with that mouthpiece? He shoved it up his arse.
Oh, poor David.
Oh.
But the
I wasn't there for that last one, but I did get told that it was happening. And I believe it. So after all of this happened, right?
It gets better.
This was on the last day, and William didn't tell David until the very last day of school year.
One thing I would like to reiterate.
So one thing that sticks out in my mind is he did a wee in that trumpet.
Can I just say?
And I'd love to think of the music lessons that David had to take, and he's playing this trumpet, going, "This trumpet tastes a bit weird," and and then at some point going, "Oh, well, it's not playing the way that it should. Let me just release the spit valve." And then he releases it, and just piss dripping onto the floor.
He did this in front of his teacher.
Oh, music teacher, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you tend to have music lessons with a music teacher.
Yes.
So
there's one thing that you're missing out. When a certain someone, I've completely forgot his name.
So we got William and we got David.
So which one was... Okay.
William.
When William did that, Mark then literally did a little bit of practice, but went in the changing room and went, "It's a bit of fun."
Mark.
I was the best thing.
Wait, Mark tasted it.
No.
No. Oh.
It was the best thing ever.
That's disgusting.
Why would he do that?
Like, you never blow another man's trumpet.
Unfortunately, there was a lot of that stuff that went on at our school. There was a lot of harassment at our school, which is it's unfortunate. We've seen a lot of stuff. A lot of it not that justified. A lot of it quite mean. But
you've got the stories now.
Yeah. So apparently David threw up on the last day after being told that William had essentially raped his trumpet in all the worst ways.
I would have.
And David threw up, called his mum, and went home. And then William got suspended for it for a long time.
The thing is, when I told, there was two parents. There was a certain parent that I was told about this. And they told my parents, and they couldn't stop laughing. They had to literally, this is shameful. And when they couldn't stop laughing about that whole thing.
It's so horrible that it happened. Seeing it in person, you can't help but think this is just fucking ridiculous, and it's so funny because
Trumpets
it's
are expensive.
But yeah, it is expensive. I don't even know if it is.
Arsehole on it. You probably would want to clean it.
What's that? A dangleberry?
Texture.
A dingle nugget.
Why is the sweet corn in my trumpet?
Oh no.
Yeah.
What other crazy stories happened?
Do you remember when a certain person threw that up in our bus? And
hold on. Put your arm down, because
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because of the camera.
Do you remember when a certain person threw up in because someone farted, and it was so bad that a really posh kid just went.
I don't think I do remember that.
Ginger kid.
There were a few.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Really.
I'm weak. Oh my god.
Oh
You've
god.
got to do an action replay.
Let's see in slow motion.
Oh my Christ.
Oh god. What were you gonna say?
Basically, a certain kid. We were doing football. We played football. Sorry, we were coming back on the bus, and this kid farted. It was so bad. It made this really posh ginger kid just throw up everywhere. Do you remember? That's why I was gonna do this. That's. Oh god, it was bad, to be fair.
He was a strange boy.
He was, yeah.
God bless him.
God bless his soul.
Yeah. Brianna, have you got it? Because you moved schools as well. Have you got any funny stories of the other school you went to?
So, this guy's quite well known around here because his dad's name is plastered all over the place.
Okay.
Probably imagine who he is. His older brother went to the school that we went to.
Mm.
You know?
Oh, so the local down the pub?
Jordan Collard.
Oh, sorry.
His name, yeah.
Yeah. His name's plastered everywhere, is it?
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Well, Collard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought, at the school, it was his name.
No.
I was like, that seems a bit...
The Collard,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, we had a teacher called Julian, and I went to him.
Hold on.
So, nearly went in the chair.
So there was a kid at your school who has a pretty famous name around here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's call him Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, I've known for years, went to primary school with him. I knew he was a bit of a shit stir, not shit stirrer, he was a bit of a piss about in lessons, really.
Bit of a goozer.
He wasn't even a bit of a geezer, he kind of looked a bit like a What's-It. Everyone thought he was fucking funny. except from this French teacher. So we had a French teacher called Julian, and Julian, he was also head of our house, and me and Jimmy were in the same house. And he wasn't, I'd say he was like mid-60s, maybe late 50s. Wasn't crazy old. But I think after teaching our year, he handed in his resignation.
Oh,
No,
really?
he moved house. He moved
Right.
house because he didn't want to fucking deal with Jimmy's shit anymore. And it was just loads of shit from people from my year. We just
Right.
made his life a fucking misery. So Jimmy used to just really wind Julian up to the point where he would get so fucking stressed out and he would pick chairs up and throw them across the room. Yes! And I was like, year 10, year 11, trying to pass my French GCSE. I didn't, by the way. Julian, if you're watching, or Jimmy, because it's probably your fault. But yeah, he used to just get so stressed out, and he walked out of the classroom once and cried because Jimmy,
Because of Jimmy?
Yeah, he
No
would
way.
just torment him to the point of fucking break.
Oh my
Oh, that's
gosh.
horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, and I used to just sit there and be like, okay. It was a whole different ball game. That my second school and our first one.
Sure.
It was very cliquey. So are you okay?
I'm all good.
But yeah, I can't think of anything else that happened at that school. I'm sure there's tons. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
So I did textiles GCSE. 100% in my exam, by the way. Yeah, boy. So we did textiles, and we went on a trip to Spain.
On a trip to Spain?
Yes, I had 5
What?
days in Bilbao, and it
On a
was so sick.
textiles trip?
Yeah.
What?
So we went to go visit the Guggenheim.
Right.
And the Guggenheim is a very, very famous art museum. It's modern art.
Right.
Okay.
And we went and we teamed up with the art class because art were doing architecture, like drawing like buildings, and there was really interesting like architecture around that area of Spain.
Yeah.
It was I think it was Barcelona, Bilbao. I don't know where it is. I just went for the ride really. And there was this girl called, let's call her Julie. She kind of burnt all of her bridges by the end of being at school. And I'm trying to remember what happened. So there was another guy who was in the art class. Let's call him Matthew and Julie. So Matthew had some nudes of Julie.
Oh no.
Yes. That was sent to him. No, I think she sent them to him.
Okay.
Because she liked, what was his name? Matthew. She fancied Matthew.
Oh no.
So I'm pretty sure he started to send her nudes around.
Oh no.
Yeah, started to send her
that's
nudes
awful.
around, and she went nuts.
Yeah,
Of
course,
She
yeah.
went so nuts. Like she was running in the middle of the streets of Spain. The art teachers were running in the streets trying to catch her, and she was running. It was crazy. We were just fucking on a little jolly down the beach that day, and she goes running in the streets, and like she goes missing for a little bit. It was crazy.
Wow.
That is rough though, isn't it?
It was rough.
Yeah.
And I know it happened at your school as well, and that it sucked. Like, it's this whole era though. I feel like because we have this is a camera, this is a phone, this is a video. You can do videos on it. You can do so much, and we're the first generation to have this. So I feel like it was kind of endless what we could do, and I think that's why people took it a little too far, because it happened a lot. It happens. I can. If you talk to anyone about it, they're like, "Oh yeah, so and so's nudes were leaked. So and so's nudes were leaked." It does just happen.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's taken a bit of a turn, guys. I do apologise.
Yeah,
it wasn't very funny.
Yeah,
it was quite funny because she was actually on lockdown for the rest of the holiday. She was kind of a bitch anyway.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, should we finish it there?
Yeah, let's finish it there, my friend.
Right. Thank you for watching this week's episode of The Sidebar. We'll be back next week with maybe a new guest, maybe a new topic, maybe some other stuff going on. And we'll look forward to that. So we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ta-ta.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.